Hete Pu, Duwa, Duawu, Anazarek Ramech, Hotep. Greetings and divine greatness, divine excellence to the first families. To my Nagas, Shimsa Haruz, Nesubitis, Mutnatart, Sibas, Sibats, and Hamets. The immortal ones of Ma'at cherished, of the phenomenon of precession, New Age order, great golden age of Ma'at, Hapi Asar, and to all citizens, descendants of the Nile Valley Cultural Cosmic Collective Consciousness Spirituality. O Ra Neber Teshara, the she and he, the mother and father of all existence, the master and possessor of light and radiation, of heat and movement. We ask that you bless us humble servants for Ankh life being now present, for we seek the counsel of the ancient ones and practice daily the ancient Ma'atian ways and ancient Ma'atian truths. We strive evermore to become one with thee in this world and in the existence to come. We ask that you bless us on this Sep, the Sep Heru of Ra, the Sep Abet of Jehuti, the Sep of Shamu, Renpet year number 11, fraudulent Gregorian chronological timeline, July 25th, 2021, AFNK/ST after founding of New Kemet, Naga Kemet, Cam West, Samai Tawi, Wet Renpet Digit Heb. We ask that you bless our families and friends and all those of us who gather together to worship in your most holy, sacred, and glorious ancient Tamarian name of Ra Nebertesharah. For in the art of seeking you, there is much comfort. So as it is spoken, so let it be written, so let it be done, so shall it be. For now and forever forward, Ra Nebertesharah, Panatara Pu, Pamaat, Ankwaz Dejed, Ank Uja Seneb, Uben Nefer, Iker, Panebu Haru, Ma'ati, rising always in divine excellence with Ma'at all day, every day. Dua, Dua'u. Atumra, Pert Hotep. Dua, Dua'u, to Quantiera, Hamet, Quantiera, Mutnatart, Dua, Dua'u to you, and to the Ramech as well. And we have today the New Year's, the Renpet celebration presentation, and this is my first broadcast today on the Karmic Dynasty platform. The second broadcast will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, the first presentation we have is the Dune movie review part 2, and with me today I have Mentat. And if you didn't see part 1, it's in the description, so you can see the video there. I also have with me um hold on, not mentology. Yeah, his tech. Tech. So in part 1 you would see him as Mentat. And I also have with me Ramutef QEB. So I welcome both to the community presentation today of the new celebration. And Tech, if you would share with everyone who you are, tell us about you and how we can contact you and how you would like to carry the show forward. Dua.
First of all, I'd like to say, growl back, Wu Hotep. Okay, peace and greetings. Wassalamu alaikum. Okay, shalom. Praise the Lord to our good Christians. Okay, and I say to you, Ashuk Wu Nuwa, divine love and divine light. And I send that out to all, for the all is I am. And so are you. Okay? I can be contacted on Instagram at TEKH Tech _Unk ANKH. I'm in AMEN Ra. So Tech _Unk Amin Ra. Okay. Also, I have many attributes. Mentat is another attribute. Okay. Ra is another attribute. Okay. Please go check out the last show that we did the first Dune review. Okay, now we have a. It's interesting. We're having a remake that's dropping, and if you guys do me a favor when you get a chance, go watch that trailer for the remake. Looks epic. Okay, I'm excited, looking forward to this part two and addressing not only things we probably missed in the first one, but also hopefully we can address um, this new remake that I'm so excited about.
Gratitude, gratitude. So, we have Ramutef. He is coming in shortly,
Okay, cool.
and hold on for me, everybody.
Yeah, no rush. Take your time. We
I
chilling. Take your time.
appreciate y'all. Peace to Sharp.
Yeah, we're chilling. Take your time.
Gratitude. Peace to Sharp. Peace, love, and light to you as well, and greetings to you as well, Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis. MENTAAT, I know this right here. Peace, Ashe, power, balance, and wholeness.
Yes.
And Quantiera again, I appreciate you being here as well. Um, okay. Now I'm gonna share with everybody right now. I plan to have part three of the Dune movie review. So just a heads up for everyone, part three, we will be doing that. Um, okay, Whistle, what? Tell me what your thoughts are on a part three.
Hey, we could do a part four after that.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. So if you would recap for those who missed it, part one, and share of part one, so they know what to look forward to, and they also have a small idea of what they missed because the recap ain't gonna do due diligence to what is necessary to know on what they missed in part one. So again, if you missed part Doom movie review part one, is the link is in the description below. And if you would take us through a recap of part one, I appreciate
Part
you.
one. Okay, no doubt. And I appreciate you. First of all, number one, please go back and watch that. Okay. Number two, please go back and watch the new Dune trailer. What did you miss in part one? We're just bringing up the key points on why this movie is relevant to so-called black people in this day and age and day and time. Okay, so in this movie, it's a sci-fi epic that released in 1984. Okay, so the keywords in this movie, okay, spice melange. Okay, does that sound familiar? We have the word melange, right? And if we break down, excuse me, if we break down that word melange, mela is Greek for black, right? So it's that we say it's that black dot microcosmic subatomic particle. Long story short, that we all have that makes up the universe that absorbs light. Blase blah, blase blah. So in the movie, they featured the substance. So the last show we did, we were going over the importance of the subject, spice melange. Okay, in the movie, the characters are they are long story short. It's long story short. It's a movie about a galactic empire, European empire, because you don't see not one black person. You know what I'm saying? You don't see not one black person, but it's okay. So and the most valuable substance in the universe was spice melange. Okay, spice melange grants users access to number one, genetic memory, tapping into all the ancestral knowledge, illumination, and power, Sakham, that was made available in the bloodline. And then number two, it gives you cosmic consciousness, okay, so that you can have a direct connection to source, allowing you to make calculations on a cosmic level, allow you to tap into higher dimensions. So the reason why it was so important in the Dune universe is because, okay, the pilots of the starships, they didn't use computers. Okay, like I mentioned in the other in the other show. They weren't using computers. Computers are outlawed. So essentially, you have to become the computer. Your mind becomes the computer. So they were using the substance. It was increasing your consciousness and essentially, uh, epically and on a hyper level, increasing your intellect so that you can make intergalactic uh, calculations so that you can travel to one point of the universe. Long story short. So we were getting to that. That is very interesting that when they did another remake, and I mentioned this last week, but they did another remake, okay? But this time they put it on sci-fi. And they removed the word melange. I wonder why. Now they just calling it spice. So now I'm wondering in this new movie, the new remake, because they're coming out with a remake in October. I'm wondering, did they take out the word melange, or are they going to call it spice melange again, or is it just going to be called spice? I wonder why they took out the word melange in the first place. I think because maybe so-called black people are increasing in consciousness, so they're not really trying to. They don't want you to put the dots together. So that's my quick recap, and I'm excited for this one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it cracking. Greeting. How you doing?
Hold on, y'all. Apologies. I was pulling up at the so that's all pulling up here.
Oh,
So
that look.
that's Ramutep behind me. So we're here at the new session. Wonderful. And I'm gonna share the screen with you. Please. I'm on the broadcast. Yeah. Hi. Please, family. Oh, gratitude. Yeah. Tributes. Yes. Can I show you too? Thank you. Yeah. Coming through my yes, family. Yes.
That look nice.
I appreciate you. So yeah, we here. I'm gotta figure out how to turn around my camera, and let y'all see what's going on. Y'all seen me, y'all know I ain't big on me. It'll be enough if y'all go to my sheet to get pictures. And need to set up on my laptop. I'm on cell phone again. All right. So it goes to everything going on. Where Ramutef go? I need my laptop. I'm bad on y'all. Cause he actually, y'all know what? Ramutef on this presentation, I'm gonna let him talk to him, and I'm gonna set up my laptop and go get on this stream right. Get back over here. Uh, we here all day. That's my thing all day. Peace, y'all. All right. Here, go ahead, go there. I know you want to see your seat, but go see your seat. If anybody has a vehicle parked in this Ramutep. All right. Again, we're here for the Dune movie review, but I want to share this celebration with y'all. So we're gonna be brief today, but I want to talk to y'all. Could you also talk to us? Let's talk some about the worship. Could we talk about the worship um of us? That will be the next movie. Can you carry us through that?
The worship. So the worship of us. When you say that, do you mean by the goddess? So I can get a little clarification.
Yes, the goddess. Apologies.
Okay, goddess worship. So that that the one thing about the upcoming Dune remake is, again, go check the trailer out. But you can tell there's a lot of feminine energy going on the planet, and you can tell by a lot of things. and it's going to be manifesting in movies. You're going to see a lot of strong female characters like Wonder Woman, okay, like in the Watchmen series, Regina King's character, her ass ended up becoming at the end of the show, the season finale. She became Doctor Manhattan. Okay, now if you're not a comic fan and you don't follow comics like that, okay, Doctor Manhattan is the most powerful being in the universe because he's a quantum ethereal being. So he can teleport to another side of the universe in a second. He can teleport to another dimension in a second. He can manipulate the fabrics that make up the universe at will. Okay, go check him out, Doctor Manhattan. That's what they call him. It's a blue he's a blue ethereal supreme being. Long story short, so in the Watchmen, Regina King, who was a black woman, she becomes Doctor Manhattan, the most powerful being in the omniverse. Okay, now in the Dune remake, what I noticed when I was watching the trailer and breaking the trailer down, I'm noticing they're paying more attention to number one. There's a female character who's the consort of the Mahdi Messiah, who is Paul Atreides in the movie. His female consort, her name is Chani. Okay, and long story short, on her planet is being oppressed and suppressed by the Galactic Imperium. Okay, they're coming down to her planet. They're oppressing her people, and they're mining. They are taking all their resources, mainly spice, and they're doing so in the most brutal fashion. So she is running a resistance guerrilla war against the Galactic Imperium. Okay, so that taps into that divine that Sekhmet energy or that divine feminine Christ energy. Okay, you see that, I'm a movie head, so you got to pay attention to that. Okay, essentially, yes, it's about the rise of the Sun Children, but it's really about the resurrection and the rise of uh, our sacred feminine, the Phoenix. She is the Phoenix. You see what I'm saying? To be honest, okay. You see that there's a scene in the Mummy when I can't remember his name. Oh God, but he's performing the resurrection ritual. So we are all about resurrecting our great goddess who has been slayed in this world. Okay, primarily by religious institutions who do not cater to and do not submit to feminine divinity. They deal with the masculine divinity, and we can get out. We can go on and on about that, but that's not part of our culture. We deal with in our ancient Nubian, Kemetic, Tamarian, so-called ancient Egyptian culture, so-called. We put the feminine first. Why? Because we believe. No, we don't believe. We know that she is the pure and complete personification of what is known as the supreme being or God. Okay, because primarily she has that womb. Okay, and I mentioned in one of my videos, her womb is a reflection, all right, of the cosmic womb. Okay, all the planets in the universe, all the celestial bodies in the universe, everything sits within a cosmic womb. Okay, so when we personify the universe into a physical form, we personify the universe as a great goddess or the holy mother cosmic goddess. Okay, so when we see black women walking around, we consider her to be the complete, pure personification of the great cosmic goddess. Every last one of them. They're nothing more but every black woman is a divine clone of the great cosmic goddess. So that is the basis of you know, our culture, and you kind of see that manifest um, in black families today, because most black families are centered around the mother. Okay, go watch that movie, Da Vinci Code, starring Tom Hanks. There's a scene where they get into that, where the religious institutions executed a campaign against goddess worship, a campaign against free spirited goddesses who were activating, who didn't submit to the power of the church. They were waging a whole war against the divine feminine. Gotta go check that movie out. Okay? But that's all to suppress our divinity. Because listen, the bloodline passes through the woman. Okay? And women, they did not need a man to procreate. They had a gland. I think it was on the right side of the vagina. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but they had a dormant gland in that region of their body that secreted semen. Okay, so she can get her own self pregnant. So she didn't need no man. Okay, the masculine genetic is nothing more than a aggressive feminine attribute. And in one of my videos, I mentioned that's why we have breasts or nipples. See this nipple? That does not work. See that? Doesn't work. Why do I have a nipple? Okay. The penis used to be a clit. Okay, so the masculine genetic, the truth is in your face. The masculine genetic is nothing more than an aggressive expression of the feminine. Okay, now a lot of people are having trouble with that, understandably, because we're just now coming out of a completely patriarchal religious culture. You see what I'm saying? And we're returning to our culture. And our culture say, listen, it's that black goddess, the one divine supreme being. You know what I'm saying? And that tapped into why, listen, I think I mentioned this last week, but that's why we're still worshiping her in another way, but we still do worship. Everything we do is about the woman. You look good, look nice, smell good. You know what I'm saying? Just for the woman, just so you can attract your feminine mate. Okay, and let's not even talk about the evil things men do to each other for women. You know what I'm saying? Men do evil things for money and for women. You know what I'm saying? And actually, you could put for women and then for money. Cause what's the point of having a lot of money? You ain't got no woman. You see what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. That's why I'm really excited to see this new Dune remake, because they're gonna focus more on her and her fight against the invading Imperium. I love her outfit. That outfit is fire. That piece right there. I like that. I love them neck pieces. I don't know if she can hear me, but I love those neck pieces. So while she gets set up, yo, go check out that new Dune. Oh God, if you have a Christ archetype or a segment archetype, go check that out. It will resonate. Me personally, oh my God, I'm so excited to see it. Oh God, I have never been so excited to see a movie before. To be honest, can you hear me? I'm not sure if she can hear. Okay, look like she's setting up still. I gotta hide that. Find another clip.
Peace, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, perfect.
All right, who's that cat bar? Come through, Joy. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm getting it's no Wi-Fi here. It's no hotspot. It's no nothing. Signal. I've been having issues since we got here. I don't. What is? They working with me over here, and I hear, you know, timely. Oh, things are divine. um, and Ramutef, they doing a robot moment over here. If they could when I got here, they woulda, cause I seen some people like I'm like I gotta go, I gotta go. But I'll meet with everybody later. I gave them a brief. I have to keep with my broadcast. Looks like hold on. I think Oh, mother, you are here. That's what's up. And I invite her because we were going to speak on we were going to talk about the Jesuit. So, if you would, Karmic Dynasty, and thank you for joining us for the Pet New Year's celebration. Year number 11. If you would share with everyone who you are, where we can find you, along with a lovely smile, and talk to us about your input on the movie, and also share with everybody when you first saw it, that whole story when you first saw it. Peace, peace.
Greetings and salutations, family. I'm Mama Salima, and you can find me on Facebook under Salima Ellis. That's my personal page. You can find my other page, Pattern Masters, on Facebook, and you can also find my homeschool page, Universal Mind School of Evolution, on Facebook. And I couldn't wait to come on today because I wanted to talk about how Dune has really affected me as just as a woman. As a woman, that movie was really so powerful. But I'm going to start where it was an event. Like when Star Wars came out, schools got together and we had field trips to go see Star Wars. It was the same for me in junior high school when Dune came out. So you can imagine how old I am if I was in junior high school when Dune came out. And everyone got together and it was this epic event to go see Dune. We watched it in our science class. It was like part of science class. You could not have science class and not watch Dune. That's how deep it was. And greetings to you, Matriarch. Greetings to you, brother. Young talked about Dune and when